From Vermont Public, this is The Frequency. I'm Liam Elder Connors. It's Monday, July 21st, and here are today's headlines. Amazon won't be building a facility in Vermont, at least not yet. Essex town officials last week voted to deny local approval for the company to build a distribution facility there. Thursday's 4-2 vote followed months of deliberations. Developers proposed building a warehouse the size of 2 football fields next to roughly 500 parking spaces. Amazon Representative Jonathan Greeley says the online retailer plans to build more than 200 similar distribution facilities in small towns over the next few years.
We are investing $4 billion across the country to bring last mile service to smaller communities, more rural communities across the country. This is part of that effort.
Right now, he said, there are no comparable facilities already in operation. Opponents of the Essex plan cite traffic and environmental concerns. Board members say the decision was based on the application and zoning regulations, not the identity of the company. Montpelier city officials have ordered the removal of a homeless encampment near the downtown bus station. Officials arrived there last week and gave the campers a 24-hour notice to leave, according to Meredith Warner with the local nonprofit Good Samaritan Haven. She said rising homelessness has put a strain on small municipalities and nonprofits alike, and people living outside bear the brunt.
I'm honestly just tired of talking about camping as if it's a reasonable solution to this problem. It is not.
As of last Thursday afternoon, no tents were visible at the encampment site, but several people remained present with their belongings. Vermont has received a $23 million federal grant to help replace the bridge that connects Winooski and Burlington. Vermont's congressional delegation says in a press release that the money will help make northern Vermont's infrastructure safer, more accessible, and resilient to extreme weather. The bridge was originally built in 1928. Although it's still considered safe by government standards, state and city planners decided it's no longer equipped to handle the large volume of traffic that funnels between the two cities. The new bridge will feature expanded traffic lanes and shared path lanes for pedestrians and bikes. The project is one of 30 in the country to receive a grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. And 2 local organizations that help people with disabilities enjoy year-round sports and outdoor recreation will soon become one. Vermont Adaptive Ski and Sports announced it's merging with BART Adaptive Sports Center. Vermont Adaptive is the East Coast's largest year-round adaptive sports organization and has been around since the 1980s. BART Adaptive was founded in 2002. It's grown to offer more than 600 winter lessons and nearly 200 summer experiences each year. The ongoing transition is underway. BART Adaptive is expected to become part of Vermont Adaptive by the end of the month. Coming up, we visit the Blank Page Cafe, which has been serving breakfast tacos, gluten-free treats, and coffee for nearly a decade. That's after this.
Thanks for listening to The Frequency, where support comes from Alpine Telehealth, offering telepsychiatry solutions for Vermont hospital, community mental health, and primary care. Physician-owned and operated since 2018. Learn more at alpinetelehealth.com.
The Blank Page Cafe at Bread and Butter Farm in Shelburne has been around for almost a decade. The cafe serves up breakfast tacos every Friday morning, along with gluten-free treats, coffee, and to-go meals. Jackie Spinell of the University of Vermont Community News Service recently spent time there with owner Mike Proya.
My name's Mike. I own and operate Blank Page Cafe, which is a small coffee shop, gluten-free bakery, and catering kitchen that's located within the farm store at Bread and Butter Farm here in Shelburne, Vermont. And our primary mission is to really connect our community of eaters with our community of producers. I moved to Vermont in 2013, and previous to that, I was charting a much different path in life. I was a finance major in college and pursued a career in investment management for the better part of a decade before deciding that I wanted to dedicate my sort of working life to something that was going to be in service of a bigger, broader good. I came to understand that a lot of the big conventional agro-industrial companies that really are the main drivers to our food system exist in a way that is extractive and degrading for not just the soil and ecosystems where that food is produced, but also the communities and humans that are a part of those communities, both hyper-locally and abroad. So my goal from the beginning was to shorten the supply chain as much as possible. So if I could both produce the food myself and then sell that food direct to the consumer through a cafe, I thought that would be an unbelievable way to vertically integrate both food production and food consumption. I think I was a bit naive in realizing how much work that would actually be at the time. So yeah, owning and operating a small business is kind of like riding a roller coaster, where there are times where you're hanging on for dear life and white knuckling your way through certain periods of the ride. And then there are times when you have to totally just close your eyes, smile, and like throw your hands up in the air. And I think being able to connect on a human and intimate level with our community of customers has been an amazing benefit to owning and operating this business. And so it's not easy, but it is a lot of fun. And that's the space that I like to approach my day-to-day from.
That was Mike Proia, owner of Blank Page Cafe, speaking to the University of Vermont News Service. Thanks for listening to The Frequency today. We had additional reporting from Adia Golston, Carly Berlin, Jen Jarecki, and Lexi Krupp. Today's episode was edited by Stephanie Colombini, and our music is by Blue Dot Sessions. I'm Liam Elder Connors. Talk to you soon.